Hello. So, been on the train for a long time, maybe, I don't know, 8 hours. I'm just arrived in Nador in the north of Morocco. It's a good journey, but it was very hot on the train, and here it is like 20 degrees cooler than Fez. So I don't know how much I'm going to do today, but I'm going to go probably to Carrefour and get some food and drink to make sure I've got everything I need. This is a hotel, awesome, shutters, nice and cool. It's a 3-bed setup, got my own shower, shared bathroom, views of the building site. It's all good. Let's get amongst it in Nador. So why do we rush to fill in our mental blank of what a place will be like? I don't know, because it's the unknown, isn't it? We're trying to know the unknown. But this is downtown Nador, the main road that goes down to the lake, which they call the Small Sea. So there's heaps to explore here. I was talking to a guy on the train, and if you're watching this, Mohammed, no worries mate, really lovely talking to you. There's my Australian accent there. Mohammed speaks excellent English. But anyway, so I'm going to do a walk to a shop I've found on the map, and while I'm doing it I'll get to see some of Nador, won't I? So there's a bit of a misty sea breeze here, high humidity, but it's cool. Lots of hills on the way in, so many olive farms. Oh, so much agriculture. The train journey was fascinating, really fascinating. Yeah, initial impressions, pretty laid back, but I am so thirsty. Just got to get a bottle of water and then start to chill. Train station's awesome, I'll show you that on the way out. Yep. Well, I'm not used to this. It's 6 o'clock, 6 p.m, and like all the shops are shut. That's bizarre. Maybe that's that Spanish influence. There's actually an enclave of Spain about 20 kilometers away, a bus ride away. So I'm thinking about maybe jumping on a bus one day and going to Spain. I think I'll end up getting pissed, but you know. Whatever. So I just went for a walk for about an hour to some shops away back. Basically, when you get away from the water down there, then things are pretty quiet, but this is obviously the buzzing part. So might have something to eat quickly and then go for a walk. There's a really good buzz, you know. Obviously people love living here. It's nice and cool, so very humid though. Apparently it's 99% humidity, so oh yeah. Well, I've had something to eat now, had a shower, washed my clothes out. The world is good. But my God, that train journey drained me so much. I was so dehydrated. I felt like weak when I got off. It shows you the importance of keeping up the water supply, keeping hydrated. Yeah, so but I'm really looking forward to having a walk around tomorrow. I thought that the lagoon in front of the ocean was a small thing, but it looks vast. So really looking forward to having a walk around tomorrow, walk around the shops. If you look on the to-do list things here on Google Maps, it's not a great deal. There's a big mosque, there's, you know, this, that and the other, but we shall find something. I shall find something to do, or if not, we'll just soak up some local life. I'm really pleased to be in this hotel here. It was pretty inexpensive, so it's where it's all happening. And I was just thinking as well, maybe some of those shops, because this is a regional place, maybe some of those shops back there are closed because of Eid, the ongoing Eid celebrations. A guy on the train today was telling me that a lot of people were coming home from visiting families the way the Chinese do it after Chinese New Year. So the railway system would have been really busy the past few days. So there's always a bigger picture to consider, isn't there? Anyway, I was going to go out, but I think I'm just going to recharge everything and have a quiet evening and make the most of it tomorrow. There's no breakfast with this booking, so I'm going to get up early and go out. I think that's the best thing to do. And yeah. Good morning, roamers. Wow, what a brutal night. Got their cafe closed at 11. They were cleaning up until about 1 o'clock. And then there was just people walking about, cars speeding up and down. And then, yeah, with my natural rhythm, I kind of woke up about an hour ago. So, whoa, that was a brutal night. But, you know, all hotels and environments are different. So what do? Do I jump on top of it? You want to be tired when you come here to sleep. This is it. It's called the Hotel Al Maghrib El Arabi. It's okay, but get some earplugs. Earplugs cost like 50 cents. So if I can get some earplugs today from a chemist or something, I'll be laughing. Yeah. So, one good thing about the hotel, I didn't get any bed bugs. A lot of people have said, oh no, there's bed bugs every night, and there were some horrendous pictures on the booking.com site of people with all these rashes running all up and down their body, but that wasn't a thing, thank God. Good morning, sir. And yeah, so I'm probably still tired now, but I'm a lot less tired than I was last night, so no dramas. So we're going down to have a look at this corniche, this esplanade, and just remember, this isn't the ocean you're going to be looking at. This is an inland lake, and the other side of it is a ridge of beach or a strip of beach, and then you've got the Atlantic Ocean. No, this would be the Mediterranean, yeah. Yes, all last night this place was mobbed, absolutely mobbed. So it is 20 past 8 now, and all I really want to do, believe it or not, is get on the bus and go to Spain, which is probably that big group of white buildings down there, or maybe not, I don't know. That's probably Beni Ansur. Oh, how exciting, I could cross the border in a day. I mean, I've been in Morocco for 1 month, so but then I'll have to get some euros or blah blah blah. Mind you, I can use my card. So that crest poking out in the distance here is Atelion Resort, and this lake is called the Hipica, which was is left over from the Spanish times, which means small sea. And then beyond that you've got a range of beaches, etc. But basically, yeah, to head that way into the distance is Spain. So I think executive decision, weather's a bit dodgy, let's jump on the bus, do a border crossing, eh? Seems like the go. So I'll go up here, cut around to the left, and there's a bus stop. It's a number 20 bus, which will take you to Melilla, which is the Spanish enclave. So there's a lot of tiny kind of like guest houses or boarding houses, like where I'm staying here. Not that many of them. But then you've got the biggie, the Grand Mercure. So I don't know whether people pop over from Spain for the day or whatever, but I'm, you know, obviously not giving them an advert, but same place, same town, and that's about, I think it's like 300 AUD a night, so give that one a miss. There's like a fine sea mist. Temperatures low 20s. Super. Amazes me how everything's just 8:30. Everywhere will be buzzing. I wonder if it's still Eid here. Still the Eid holiday. Oh, interesting. for me. Number 20 bus. Railway line down there runs all the way to the port, to Benny, which is also a big ferry port. France, Italy, Sicily. So there's a Vectalia bus stop. The bus company is here called the Vectalia. So it's a 5 dirham bus ride from Nador. Only took maybe 20 minutes. And ahead of me there is the border, the land crossing. So let's go and have a look. So now, my old Romans, we are in Spain, an enclave of Spain called Melilla. So that border crossing took approximately 20 minutes, which is going through the stages either side, so very easy. So this is not a big enclave of Spain. You can probably walk around the whole place in half a day kind of thing, you know, there's a few squares and nice little avenues to walk and stuff, but it does feel very Moroccan. You wouldn't know unless you'd went through that thing. So a lot of the customs in this part of town are still culturally influenced both ways, I guess. You can see all the mountains in the background and the hills where the Moroccan houses are, and we're a short walk from the beach. The port is over on the right, so let's go and have a look at the beach. La Hipica beach in Melilla. So I didn't really bring my swimming trunks, but there's the port of Nador over there with the border force wall all the way around it, and there's a port of Melilla where you would catch the ferries to France, etc. It's a really hazy day, but they were saying people catching a few waves, 3 umbrellas here. And yeah, it's I don't know whether it feels any different. There are certain freedoms here though, you know, which are not allowed in Islamic countries, so I think you just have to be respectful, don't you? Nice little beach break. So I can see one of the ferry terminals over there. There's actually a ferrying dock, or maybe a couple, one behind the other. So it is a very compact little area. Now we have to face the Spanish language. I think first stop, get some money out, have a walk around. I felt a bit time pressured. Oh, will I get back in time and all that? But I mean, I could stay in a hotel here, couldn't I? And then just go back to the other place tomorrow. Too easy, camp easy. And there, right in the distance, if you can see, is a Nador ferry. So I didn't realise there was actually 2 ports. So you can either go from Morocco or you can go from Spain. So anyway, just changed up some Australian dollars, threw me bank into euros. There's a flat standard fee of €7, so I thought I'd get 110 out, which ended up costing around $225 because they allow a margin for the exchange rate. So that kind of sucks, but you know, when in Rome, got to enjoy yourself anyway, haven't you? So this isn't a fancy town because it's purposeful, you know, it's a business town, it's imports, exports. Apparently there's a lower tax margin here, but then that's made up for with the import costs from the mainland. So yeah, it's a mixed bag. I mean, there's a lot of it that looks like Morocco, but people are just going about their business. I just went to Aldi, got a couple of beers, a couple of Spanish pastries, so it's not so bad, is it? I'm going to have a walk around. I think I'm going to go to the supermarket and get some duty frees as well to take back. I think you're allowed 1 litre of spirits from here. So there's a big music festival upcoming. If it lasts that long, that'll be good for that. Over there you've got the port tower. We're nearly at the other side of the place now. I think there's a viewpoint, a castle down on the hill, so we'll go and see that. Fountains, lovely. So I think it's time to do a beer review. It's been a long time, I haven't had a beer for a month. So we've got the Desperado's Original Beer Cerveza. Just got it from Aldi. It was about $1 or €1, so let's give it a go. Feels like, yes, so there's cheap European brands here. You've got your Lidls and your Audis and, you know, your Carrefours, and then other brands which are probably local to Spain, which I don't know of, but coming from England, you know, a few times I've been there and I've used the Lidl and the Aldi. They're very competitive, and Aldi is in Australia, has been for a number of years, so very handy. Planes coming in. The planes coming in here are propeller planes. The airport is really close because it's within the enclave as well. So yeah, it's a good day. Good day, guys. Nice bit of landscaping, some sculptures, Grand Casino over there, big McDonald's, all sorts happening. I'm guessing, yeah, that's the entrance to the port down there, isn't it? Maybe people have a quick gamble before they go. Yeah, so there's a lot of buildings here and infrastructure kind of blended in with a bit of old architecture. Not sure what it's about really. It all seems like super functional. There's a bit over there which seems like the older part of town. Oh, and there's the Armas ferry waiting to go. So you can tell what it was like once upon a time. You know, it would have been a bastion of the Spanish Empire, wouldn't it? Awesome. Don't really want to spend too long here. It's a kind of a purposeful trip, but we'll walk a bit more and then I'm going to head back. Get the bus back to Morocco, baby. Oh, beer's kicked in. Yeah, this the old section. The Spanish flag. Well-tended fountains. Old Castilian style buildings. Architecture is definitely different. Anyway, I've decided I'm not going to go up to the museum. I'm going to have a quick look at the other side of the historic precinct up there and have a walk around this cultural precinct and see what we can see here. It's very pretty. Beautiful place. Let's have a look at this map. So we're here at the moment. I've come from round here. This is the big museum with the old style town up the top. Not going up here. I'm going to have a little look around here, I think. Mind you, that looks walled off. Probably a private resort. Morocco in the background. Spanish fort. Spanish style beaches. Beautiful apartments, very nice, and the Mediterranean Ocean. Yes, I put it into context. Here's the fort, Melilla port, and over the other side of that headland is Morocco again. Awesome. It's time to have the other beer. Oh, there's a higher level. There's got to be a better view on it. Definitely a better view. can see both sides of the border crossing, both ports. Awesome. Great vantage point. Yay! Cali Tibilamera. Nice church. Nice park. Oh, it's all cordoned off. Oh well, nice big circular area. Grand buildings. Plaza de Espana. Beautiful. Lovely trees. Cool places to sit. So just to prove it, we are at the Plaza de Espana in Melilla, and this is about the constitution of the autonomous region, which was passed, I guess, in 1983. I will read up about it later on though. I haven't got any internet connection at the moment, so I'll go back and do some research, and if I'm wrong I'll let you know. Hello. So we're back at the Playa Hippocampus, or whatever they call it, which is just down by the Benianso end. Had a good walk, went to Carrefour. You can buy a beer in Carrefour, half a litre, for 49 euro cents. Not sure how much that is, but it doesn't sound like a great deal. Maybe $1 Australian, around about that price. So yeah, it's been a good morning. It's been a whirlwind. I can imagine how many people, and I'm not just projecting here to use a psychological term, I can imagine how many people have had a time in Morocco and understood and respected its culture, but then when you're so near to a European border and it's so easy to get across, it's like, you know, 5 dirhams on the bus from Nador. I think, oh, well, I might just pop into the supermarket or go to a cafe or a bar or whatever. So yeah, it's I mean, the only thing really is, if you don't want to exchange any euros, then or exchange any euros on your card, then if you've got a good bank card, you can just go into the shops and buy what you want, so you don't really need to access any euros. I mean, I think I'm going to need them later on, so it's just a bit of backup for me. But I only spent 8 euros in cash, and then about 20 euros on my card. So yeah, I mean, I'm not talking to my bank manager, am I? But you know, that's how it is. So you can come and have a great time, spend the day. If you're in Nador, very reasonable, and you do feel like you're in a part of Spain if you get nearer to the old part of town. So yeah, and there is Nador's port there, Benianso. So I think that's all for today from here, because I have to go back across the border soon, which is not that far away, and then get back on my travels back to Nador, number 20 bus. So as I just digest the last of my beers, what? There's a Primark supercentre here just across the border in the Spanish enclave, so I'm going to have a quick look in there. Primark is one of the cheapest stores in England for clothing, and yeah, I think it's only clothing, maybe some bags and, you know, other chattels, other accessories to your clothes, but we're going to have a quick look in here anyway, see if there's anything remarkable. The Muria's Park. So Romans, you're back with me. Yeah, I just run out of battery, but basically what I was saying is like when I was in England, when you crossed the channel to go to France, excuse me, to visit the hypermarkets, here just across the border from Nador and Benianso is the central, basically, business district. So it's a huge amount of shops. I don't know what half of these shops are, but they look like they're wholesale, and you know, they come with maybe discounts, etc. Jesus. But yeah, so it's all here, including your Burger King. So you've got sports shops, family goods, everything you can imagine. So if you want to come across the border from Morocco and shop for a big item or something very specific, it's here. Awesome. So I just come into a big family supermarket to get a litre of wine to take across the border. But something you'll never see anywhere else in the world. Look at those hams. Incredible hams. Hipica, Jamon Serrano, Lot Jamon. Incredible, you never see anything else like that. That's amazing. The cuts of meat they have here, it's okay, are incredible. Absolutely beautiful. So we like a good deal, don't we? If you want to go somewhere really, really cheap just for a border crossing, just to stock up on goods, alcohol, etc., whatever, family cash. I just went in there, I bought a litre of wine for €2, some chips, some other goods, you know, like really, really cheap. Pay on your card. While you're here, if you want to do some other shopping, there's sports shops, there's KFC, there's Burger King, and there's a whole other range of stuff. It's like a hypermarket in France. Did I already say that? Who knows? Anyway, so just like that, I'm across the border. I bought a litre of wine, a litre of alcohol, and a lady of customs, as was predicted, said, it's forbidden, but it's not forbidden. You just have to believe, you know, that you know your rights as a duty-free customer. So it took 1 minute, literally 2 minutes to get across after I'd answered the right questions. Now I'm on the bus. A small bus, 5 dirhams, heading back to Nador, looking slightly flushed. So I don't remember what the last video was, but from the border we have water, Pringles from Family Coin, Family Money, Diet Coke, got a litre of wine, some beautiful pistachios which are so much cheaper in Spain than they are in Morocco. That's what I can't believe, like a lot of the stuff. I think they're actually from Portugal, which makes me think I want to go to Portugal next. I've only seen one place out. I went to Albufeira a long time ago, so I think Portugal might be on the cards after my next stop. So yeah, I've got a bottle of Tempranillo, which I think they make some Spanish drinks with. Can't remember the name right now, but it's that blended one. You know, yeah, that one. And yeah, awesome morning. That was so much fun. You know, to jump on a bus and go to another country, all in the space of a morning, and like the buzz was just brilliant. You know, you go there, you're like, yeah, it's all different, and then when you head back towards the border, you think, I'm actually calm. You know what I mean? It's a calm place. But what I noticed with the customs, answer your own questions. Everybody has questions when they head towards a border. You know, it doesn't matter how good you are, you have a question. Is this right? Is that right? Answer your own questions and there's no problem. So yeah, really, really good day out. Highly recommended. Nador, awesome. Good day, roamers. Not feeling so excited today. Woke up with a massive hangover, but it's all good. So we're going to go out, have a look around Nador, have a walk around, ease into the day, Moroccan style. What's the best way to prune a bush? Become the bush. Anyway, we're out and about, finally. Rocky start to the day. So we're going to have a walk along this this huge inland sea. See what we can see. There's a spot over here though, which is like the most photogenic place in Nador, so that's the first stop. That is it. I love Nador. The Marshika is the lake. I love Nador. Beautiful mountains in here. It's not so misty today, so we can see the mountains in the background. Beautiful. So that's the way I went yesterday on the bus. Round the back of that resort over there and over towards the Spanish port. Ooh, yeah. Put my steps in, I think. So from what I've read, COVID had a big impact on this place. I'm guessing because it's so close to the border, and maybe for, you know, that's one of the reasons a lot of people come here, but a lot of places closed down during COVID. So this place, for example, was a cafe, you know, on this little bit of gantry sort of thing. And yeah, just one of a number of places that closed down. When I've been looking up businesses, a lot of places closed down because of COVID, so it's not really that interesting, is it? I'm going to delete this. Bye now. Bye. Nador Marina. That's so weird, isn't it? I thought that said ferry. That actually says cherry berry. I think I need some new glasses. So yeah, these are probably just like little fishing boats that go out. When I was speaking to the guy on the train the other day, it says you know, like the Moroccans don't swim here. The water quality is not that good. They would prefer to go to the beaches on the other side. So no fishing from this pier either. Landlocked sea, who knows? Water quality. So this whole area here is called the Festoon, and as the guy said to me, it's a very popular hangout place at night. Beautiful shot of the mountains in the background there. Well, I've proved myself wrong again. There is further along from the Festoon, there is actually a little bit of beach with lifeguard tower, tables and chairs, people paddling in the water. So yeah, if you want to come here and have a bit of a beach experience, you can do that as well. So a lot of development going on this end. Lots of sporting, recreation facilities, loads of nice apartment buildings going up, and some shops really strangely placed right along the beach here. Well, we'll go and have a look anyway. It's got to be upcoming, hasn't it? They've got a sushi box. Oh my god, sushi box meets Morocco. Yeah, so just a group of fancy restaurants. French, Japanese, Italian, Arabic. Wow. I suppose because it's not directly connected to the ocean, they don't have to worry about, you know, storm surges and that kind of stuff. So, beachside restaurants. Hipica Bay. So another thing to do on Google Maps, if you're out and about in downtown Nador, there is a fairground. Probably a nighttime thing, but yeah, fairground as well. So this area here is called the Island of the Birds. I don't know whether it's supposed to be a natural habitat, but there's a few areas here which are signposted as being sort of environmentally friendly for the animals and stuff. I think it's still under development. Looks shut, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely a work in progress. Never seen so much irrigation tubing. I mean, they're really giving it a go, whatever they're trying to do here, but closed at the moment. Oh well. And I think from the way it's looking over here, this is, you know, it's a wading birds. So, just a geographical update. So there's lots of expensive houses here, just a few streets back from the beach. So lots of wealth and prosperity, beautiful houses, beautiful cars, and yeah, it's a gorgeous part of the world. Maybe people have beach houses here, you know, people work in the cities, need to escape somewhere nice and cool. So yeah, lots of development going on, lots of beautiful gardens, very nice. I think this is actually the main road going back into town. I don't know what I expected. I just stopped off to get a bottle of water, but yeah, it's a bit of a mishmash. So we're back in the commercial part of town, as they call it, the commercial zone. So that is the main bus station in Nador. Victalia operated buses, in case you need to come here, see. So if you like seafood, obviously this is a big place to come. I noticed a lot of the snack bars open at night. The calamari, fried fish and chips, all that kind of stuff. It's a buzzing little town. All these places seem to come alive at night though, you know. It's like during the day it's kind of, oh yeah, but night time everybody's like got that energy, you know. It's cooler, and it's a social time, I guess. Good morning, roamers. So it's my last full day in Nador today, and oh my god, what a roller coaster ride. I had such a hangover yesterday, I felt so ill, and then like the depression. It was awful. I thought I was missing something, not having any alcohol while I've been here, but I've been like happy, and also it was a real step down for me. But anyway, onwards and upwards, a lesson learned. Yeah, so I guess the thing is, would I recommend coming here? Would I come here again? I think when I was, you know, looking at the itinerary for this trip a long time ago, it was like going to Melilla and having a few beers, which was you know, the appealing thing. But no, I wouldn't come back just to see Nador. And it's a long way on the train. I think if you're driving and you're seeing other places around here, that's fine, but you know. So when I arrived in Nador a couple of days ago, I thought a lot of the businesses were closed for Eid, but there's just a lot of places which have closed and never opened back up. You know, businesses just redundant. So most streets kind of look like that. You might have one business, but then just a load of shutters. So what does it mean? Economic conundrums. Anyway, this place here, this is a very famous minaret in the town of Nador. Looks old and super historic. Alright, it's a bit of a market over there. There's something to have a look at. So opposite the Chabibi Mosque is the Souk Ulad Mamoon, which was, I just walked up and down it, it's basically all clothes. Men's and women's Islamic tunics, full length stuff. So I thought it was going to turn into a fruit and veg market, but it is all Islamic wear. So managed to get a bit more sleep and out and about in sunny Nador. A few of the corniche in the background and the mountains. Pretty beautiful. And this place here, as far as I can gather, is a steeple dedicated to the fishermen. So we're gonna nip up there and have a quick look, and then probably end the Nador and Melilla vlog here. Keen to get on the train tomorrow, put it all behind me. No, it's been alright. Everywhere you go, you know, some places are a bit hit and miss, and there's some places there's more to do than others. It would be good, I think, if you you arrive somewhere where there's not much to do but the hotel is good, because then you can chill. That hotel's a bit dodgy, so noisy, and the beds are made of like denim, you know, the sheets. I don't know what's going on there, but it's really weird. Anyway, let's have a look up here. People swimming down on the off the pier there, a bit more development going on. See over to the resort island, the beaches in the distance, and apparently these mountains in the background up there have monkeys. So if you were self-driving, it would be good to go up there and see the monkeys, I reckon, if you're into a bit of a nature, you know. But it's a pretty nice view of Nador and what it has to offer. Yeah, so there's a lot of diversity here, isn't there? It's got a lot going on for it, but as a solo traveller, it's kind of But whatever it is, these are days of my life, aren't they? So I've got to enjoy them. It's been great. It's an experience in a different part of the world. So I think I'm going to call it on that. I think I'm going to end this vlog here, looking into this wattle bush or whatever it is, and yeah, get on to the next place. So anyway, Noggins Roams. Oh yeah, and like, if you know more about this place and what I've discovered here, if you say, oh, you didn't go to such and such, it would be really helpful, because then, you know, I can sort of understand a bit more about Nador. But yeah, anyway, Noggins Roams out. Catch you on the next one, as they say.